Hello everybody, Namaste and Salam Alaikum people. Hi, this is Maria Khan, your master teacher of biology here at Vedantu. And guys, recently your term 1 examination, of course for 10 graders, is done. And that was a board examination, and I'm pretty sure that your stress levels would have been so super high during that period of time. And then even my ninth grader kids, you all appeared for your term 1 examination. Though the stress level was not equivalent to 10 graders, but yes, to a certain extent, you all were also stressed, right? So, this one aspect of our health, that is the emotional well being, that is the mental well being, is always ignored, always sidelined. So, if you're a teenager, if you're watching my video and if you feel that you have underwent some kind of stress, depression, emotional trauma, or anything of that sorts, and you had no one to talk about it and you actually required some help, if you accept it, if you embrace this fact, so this session is exactly for you. Today I'm going to address why mental health is important for you, my dear kids, and I would request everyone to stay with me right till the end of the video. Why? Because I am going to tell you some amazing resources where you can go through and get to know more about mental health. And secondly, you can also get to know about your current status of mental health. Yes, so stay with me, and if you're interested to know about this particular subject, hit on the like button, share, subscribe, and post me a yo. Chalo. So here we go. So, bachcho, you will be shocked to know that 1 out of 4 children in our country are undergoing stress, some or the other kind of stress. May it be academic stress, may it be stress induced by parental expectations, may it be stress due to performance in various co-curricular activities or anything of that sorts. But yes, 1 out of 4 kids are experiencing stress, which is not at all good for us, right? You will be furthermore shocked to know that 1 out of 7 children are suffering with some or the other kind of mental issues which require medical attention. Now, what are these medical conditions? To name a few, uh, of course, stress. Second, depression. Third, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Eating disorders, unable to concentrate, unable to focus. There are so many. And 1 out of 7 child is experiencing these conditions to such an severe extent that they need medical help. So, do they actually seek this medical help? No. Why? Because in our country, we don't accept the fact that yes, mental health is something important, and mental health needs to be addressed, and it can be only addressed when we accept that yes, there is something wrong, I need a medical help. Just like the way when we have fever or when we have cough or cold or when we have corona, we go to the doctor to seek medical help. In the same manner, when we have some emotional turmoil or when we have some mental issues, we should acknowledge that ki yes, I am having this issue and then I must seek medical attention. Okay. So to to actually understand ki how many percentage of kids actually seek medical attention, you will be shocked to know that less than 1% of the kids receive medical attention, and as a result the severity of their medical condition just increases with prolonged duration, right? So guys, Indian students, teenagers, 55% of Indian students are suffering with mild to severe depression. And ये मैं नहीं कह रही, it is the research published in Asian Journal of Psychiatry. So guys, 55% of the Indian youth is unhappy. The future of our country is unhappy. So when the future is unhappy, how can we assume that our country is going to be a super happy country or a super progressive country? In order to progress, in order to achieve what we dream about, Firstly, we need to be happy, right? So this is something really, really important, and we need to understand and we need to address this concern, right? So why exactly are kids under depression or they are unhappy? One, unhealthy competition. Now, when I say unhealthy competition, here in our country, we have students in classrooms and there is unhealthy competition. We are actually running behind ranks, we are actually running behind scores. Our parents are putting a lot of burden, lot of pressure to score out of out marks. Like when we were kids, it was like शर्मा जी का बच्चा देखो या फिर look at this particular child in your class, he was able to score 40 on 40, so why are you not able to? But now when actually kids around us are scoring 99.9% or even 100%, so this sets an expectation in most of the parents कि अगर उनका बच्चा कर सकता है, why can't our kid do, why can't our child perform the same way? And that's the reason why they are putting excess of burden, excess of pressure on the kids, too much of competition. Many a times the kids themselves are so aspirational that they want to be the best in every particular arena, every particular scenario. Like मुझे पेंटिंग में भी अच्छा होना है, सिंगिंग में भी अच्छा होना, डांसिंग में भी अच्छा होना, एकेडमिक्स में भी. You need not. All the five fingers of your hand are not the same. Similarly, all children are not the same. Everyone is born different, everyone is born unique. The talent which you possess might not be possessed by anyone else. So, recognize your own talent, chase your own dreams. Don't enter into this unnecessary healthy competition. So, if you are yourself putting into unrequired competition, so please withdraw yourself from that. You should compete with only one individual and that's you. एक ही बस ऑब्जेक्टिव होना चाहिए that I should perform better the next time. In unit test 1, if I've scored maybe 80%, term 1 85, unit test 2 maybe 90, and then final maybe 95. So you should be competing with your own selves. If you're not able to achieve your goals, it's okay. It's not failure. Why you were not able to meet your goals? Self reflection is very important. So reflect upon your own mistakes, identify ki what went wrong, and then rectify that. That's pretty easy. If your parents are watching this, do let them know that this competition is not going to lead them anywhere, right? मतलब कोई भी चीज़ से बढ़कर the child is most precious and valuable to every parent, and putting too much of burden on your precious one will not fetch you anything. The most important thing that should matter for any parent is their child's happiness, right? So we should withdraw ourselves, we should withdraw our kids from this unrequired, unhealthy competition. Second is social media addiction. You all are probably growing up in this digital era where any information is available at your fingertips, and that's really good. But at the same time, you're cutting off yourself. You're cutting yourself off from people whom you should meet physically. You should talk one on one. You should engage into social gatherings. But now I see that even if people have gathered socially, like I see my cousins or I see the younger generation of our families, कि सारे बच्चे, everyone is having a mobile phone in their hands, everyone is playing games or surfing on YouTube or maybe surfing on Instagram or scrolling Facebook. मतलब why? I have seen kids who are having their lunch or dinner, and even if there is a small beep, a notification on their mobile phone, खाना छोड़ के भाई, they first grab hold their mobile and check who has texted them. Guys, we are not prime minister. We are not someone who will receive such important messages that we need to ignore our meals and focus on that message. No notification, no message, no phone call is that important. We should 100% focus on our meals. Acha. And when it comes to attending your online classes, it's still the same. On one window, there is the online class going on, and then on the other tab, you have YouTube or other social media platforms or anything else apart from your class going on, right? So, this gadget addiction is harming your eyes, it's harming your brain, it's taking away the peace out of your mind, it is affecting you with each passing day. You should not be glued to your screen more than 20 minutes at a stretch. Not at all. The duration for which you should be exposed to gadgets or a screen probably is 3 hours at the max. So now you gauge your exposure to gadgets. How many hours you attend your online school, online classes? How much time do you give to social media? How much time do you watch TV or you play games on your laptops? And now calculate the entire duration for which you are exposing yourself to screens, to gadgets. है ना? Harsh reality, but yes, that's true. कि social media addiction is real. Okay? And then the worst thing that has been with us is this pandemic, COVID. Kids are literally the free souls. They should be set out free like birds. But this lockdown has made you sit within this enclosed cubicles or what we call it as your homes, and you can't meet your friends, you can't go to the school, you can't have fun, you can't play around with your friends. And this has not only made you lethargic, this has not only made you lazy, but this has also made most of you obese, or most of you stay isolated, socially cut off from people, and this has brought in real depression. So, yeah, what can be done? So, the very first thing is to identify, are you suffering with any kind of mental issues? Why? Because mental health, okay, sorry, poor mental health will affect numerous factors. The very first one, attentiveness. Check out whether are you able to stay attentive in your classes, or stay attentive while you are watching anything or while you're listening to anything. Ki you're attending your school and at the same time you're surfing parallelly. You have lost your attentiveness. You're unable to concentrate when someone is talking to you, speaking to you, giving you some important instructions. You're focusing for 5-10 minutes and then you're lost. कि मैं कुछ सुन रही थी, but then something went into my mind and then मैं सुनना चाहती थी लेकिन पता नहीं, I could not focus. So you lose your concentration. Classroom conduct. Classroom conduct includes either you were too energetic and participating in all the activities before, but now you have withdrawn yourself from everything. You don't talk to anyone, you don't make friends, you stay quiet for a long time, or maybe you are becoming too much aggressive and irritated at times. You don't make friends, you get angry very soon, or you get emotional frequently, mood swings, you experience mood swings, you start crying for no reason or for very little reason, for and that reason can be like others will ignore, but you are vulnerable in that situation. And ability to communicate, the most difficult thing. Ki what you are going through, you are unable to tell it to others. So yeah, all these are the factors. Gauge this, notice them. Are you going through it? If yes, you might be suffering with some kind of mental issue. So here are some early signs of mental issues. Like if you feel sad and bad and mad for no reason, it can be a mental issue. If you eat too much, frequently eat, or if you don't feel like eating anything at all, it can be an early sign of mental issue. If you feel so depressed that you think of harming yourself, maybe attempting a suicide, indication that you're having a mental issue. Or even if I say like you feel low always, you feel tired, you feel fatigued, or you experience hallucinations, you are able to listen some abnormal sounds or see something weird, it can be a mental issue. So go through this list and identify, are you going through any of these? Okay, and please don't ignore. On top of that, if you want to evaluate your mental health, go to this unicef.org. Okay, this is a website, and go to this extension that is Mental Health on My Mind tab, and you will be able to identify your mental status. Okay, there are few more sites where you will find some valuable information. So these are basically resources for anything and everything that you want to know about mental health. Moving further, Bacho, the only thing I would like to address over here is the way you pay attention to your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health equally matters. So give it same kind of importance. Depression is not something to feel bad about, or depression is not something for which you will like. See, mental issue is not equal to being a psychopath. Okay, so you are not that kind of person. You're not having any kind of a psychological illness. Remember, depression can be dealt only and only with expression. It cannot be dealt with suppression. Okay? Therapy. You need a medical help. Seek a medical advice. Therapy is not a sign of weakness. Okay? And care for your mental health, because if you don't, who else will? है ना? Care for your mental health in the same manner the way you care for your physical health. And if you found this session to be useful, like, share, subscribe, post me a yo. And let me tell you guys, all the courses on Vedanta's platform are being offered at flat 50% discount up to rupee 2000 between 24th December to 2nd of January. So yes guys, this is our Christmas Santa special offer. So if you want to enroll, the link has been given in the description box, also has been pinned in the comment section. And remember to apply my coupon code, that is MAKPRO MACPRO, to avail this 50% discount. So that's it for the day guys. I will say like, share, subscribe if you really found this session to be useful. And that's it for the day. You can reach out to me via comment section, or you can write a mail. And let's meet in the next session. Till then, Allah Hafiz, Milo Hafiz, and keep watching Vedantu. Bye bye.